Hey everybody, it's RowlesTheGamer. Welcome to episode 6 of the Metal Gear Solid playthrough. Metal Gear. So that was a great place to cut it off. Yuna's just laid down. She's joining me. She's getting a little chunky. But it's because she's so tiny too that she's a runt. So I'm gonna be I'm careful with how much I feed her, but I feel like I give her wet food on my long days on the weekends, so I feel like she gets some chunk from that, but it's okay. She's super active and runs around. Bleeding heart liberals in the Military Oversight Committee. Go ahead, baby, lay down. It's okay. This guy, I can dig his business philosophy. He sees war as the business for what it is. Don't bump my microphone though, okay? She's sat up and is just rubbing all over me now. This is what she does. She's a lover. Very much a lover girl. Alright, so your pet, well, lay still, it's alright. Leave this cord alone. Good girl. Again, he brings up Jim, so it's like he knows more than Snake does even, which is crazy that one of the hostages knows more about the operation. It almost seems like this was planned ahead of time. Who or what was that ninja? About to spill the beans on everything. He's just like, here's who you ask. She'll tell you all the info that you need to know. I love them. They mentioned that actually. I just played through Metal Gear 2 again, and they mentioned that a few times in that game too. Currently existing technology. I wonder if that's, you know, a not a power phrase or anything, but just make sure to mention that when we're talking about something that can deflect bullets with electromagnetic power, you know? Shit like that. But here we see this man here has managed to have a heart attack very similar to the last hostage we came to rescue. And coincidence isn't a thing, so Snake immediately tries to investigate. You like belly pats, don't you? I have no idea. And I've just recently, I might have actually mentioned this in a previous recording, but I rewatched Metal Gear 4 as a movie. I've never actually played that game because I didn't have a PS3, but I feel like I knew the story from watching like a cutscene compilation, you know, and Naomi is in that game. I won't say like her role or whatever, but she's very interesting there too. She gets better throughout the story in this game too, is what I'm trying to say, in a roundabout method. Alright, so we do our fist bump and get some extra health. Yes, Lay, you don't have to try to play all the time, just enjoy my company as you do. Alright, so we're popping out here, and I do believe he gave us a card, so we're going to check this general area before heading on. This is the, you know, the warehouse area. Like Metal Gear 2, Solid 2 has a place that is the warehouse as well in its main game, and it's like every time you get new access cards, you just kind of want to make it a point to head back there and see what you can get, you know? A lot of SOCOM bullets, that's useful. After each boss fight in this game, your ammo capacity goes up too. Alright, let's see. Smoke a little cig. We got a FAMAS, great little machine gun. Don't use it much, as try to do the stealth method more than anything else. When you can, anyway. Check these little doors here. Alright, those items aren't back yet. Jump over here. I think this one's locked too. Yeah, it is. And then it's kind of like finding a place to sit. Now, I looked up Meryl's number because I'm obviously playing this off a emulator. But I do have the game, and I still do have the game case. I actually think it has like a used sale thing partially over it, because those adhesives are a bitch to peel off. But I think I could read like the last two numbers, or the first numbers anyway. So I could read the 15, but I had to guess like 140, 141, and like I said, I got this first when I was in high school, and smartphones weren't really a thing. Like, my first phone was a little Nokia brick, and as years passed, game fax and stuff became the go-to for stuff, you know. But my ex convinced me to get rid of a lot of them. Not that I was keeping them for any other reason, just to have them, but convinced me to get rid of a lot of game manuals that I had through the years. And honestly, there is a point to it, because I can just look that shit up on the internet rather than keeping it packed away and, you know, just kind of sitting on the shelf in my closet now where all my books are. But I kept a few of my more favorite players' guides. Like, there's one from Pokemon Red and Blue that I had since I first got the game, and it mentions like beat the Elite Four at the end, or is it ? You know, it's like so naive looking back on it, because it's like, all right, you caught all 150 Pokemon, that's it. But Meryl's played extremely well by her voice actress here, and she comes back to reprise her role later in the series. But a little flirting with Solid Snake. Unfortunately, so here's an interesting kind of jump ahead point, but this game has two endings. Basically one where you ride off with Meryl, and one where you ride off with Otacon, the character we'll be introduced to later. And there's a very important like scene where you kind of make a decision about that. Now, it's confirmed that all the characters are alive, so that's one thing that isn't consistent with the bad ending, quote unquote, of this game. But there are moments of the Meryl ending where there's hints of like romance and stuff that don't really continue through the series. I don't know if it's just because Snake kind of becomes like a jaded dick, but I'm actually talking right now about Dr. Emmerich's lab, so he's going to be one of our next stops. But I don't think I'm distracting from anything while kind of vamping on my own subject here, because Meryl's just giving Snake kind of the 411 and how to get to the next location, you know. And again, a lot of care and love was put into this dialogue and these line readings and the scripts too, but they can all be enjoyed commentary free through other means, you know. So like I would definitely recommend, if you're interested in this series and you don't have the whole plot as much memorized as you can like I do, check out some movie like Metal Gear Solid 3 the movie cutscene compilations and stuff. I love those. I watch them all the time for all sorts of game series, you know, because it's fun to see a story told without necessarily having to pick up the controller. Just like it's fun to me to do the commentary, not necessarily always the recording parts, you know. But it all depends on what you're into, I guess so. But I don't know, those little movie compilations are pretty cool to me. I like to see a little bit of Meryl's resolve here. She's like, I can't quit, and here's why. Little shout out to my brother, my adoptive brother, Keegan. His team just won the state championship for our state of Pennsylvania, and proud of him. Plus, he's a genius too. And the thing is, he doesn't even share blood. We're family just in title, which also means a lot to me. But we don't have the similar blood, so the fact that he gained his intelligence not through the family is pretty cool. Because I think my mom's hella smart. I think I can be intelligent when I need to be, and my sister's very smart too. But I love Snake's points here. Talks about the real me is no match for the legend. He talks in the next game too, kind of going further on that, like being called a legend, and how he doesn't really want the title, and how it's kind of, he mentions it here too, how it's kind of a bad thing. He's like, yeah, you're a legendary soldier. He's like, okay, what does that mean? It means I'm good at ending other people's lives. Like, do I want to be known for that? You know? So he definitely brings a good moment of kind of like thought to that, where he's like, we hold military sometime on such a high standard, and we should as well, but it's, you know, you're a legendary soldier. Okay, well, you carried out your missions, and he's able, and he tells to Meryl, and I think it's such a chilling line, where he says, unfortunately, killing is one of those things that gets easier the more that you do it. She's not, he's always like, she's not, you're not being a good girl, you know? Like, come on, Snake. Infrared sensors. I think in this recording I get through the airlock the first time, which is cool because it's kind of a dick area, to be honest with you. She's going off on her own to find out if she's going to be a good soldier, and he's like, you're going to get killed. Kind of a fact check moment, you know. But there's the airlock to our next area. But we got some shit to check out first. Oh, I'm getting cocky with it now. What do we got in here? Cardboard box A, very important, and I'm not even joking. If you know Metal Gear at all, you'll know Snake is a legendary affiliation with cardboard boxes. I guess I should Huh. No, I guess not. What is that? Yeah, or you're gonna... I gotta double back. I just... don't want to get spotted by this guy. Like, how far are you coming down the ramp, buddy? Again, playing this game, I so miss the first person view where you aim your gun. And another alert status, of course. That's what I really want, is the mine detector. And I got my little... because that's coming up here shortly, is some mine shit. But we'll see that in the next episode. So until then, take it easy.